Katie Grimes, I have to say first and last names. You looked like you were getting a little help from the other Katie on the podium there, kind of waved to the crowd, or, just like, what do I do up here? How overwhelming is just the last, several minutes and 45 minutes, hour been for you?
Very.
It doesn't feel like it's been an hour. I don't know about
Yeah. It feels like it's been 10 minutes. It's crazy how much 10 minutes can change something. Yeah, she was super supportive and helpful of what we were doing, because I had no idea what I was doing. So.
Katie L. You look like you're a bit emotional out there at the end here. Is it kind of the journey to get to this point hit you, and then now that you've accomplished what you wanted to do, I guess what's the feelings going through you?
Yeah, I think that was just a result of Brendan, what he said and how he got the crowd going like that, and just having that little moment. I know that we're not going to have as many fans or fans at all really in Tokyo, so just acknowledging the people that have supported me and the fans here. It's been incredible this week, so just got a little choked up there, just trying to soak in that moment.
Katie L. We heard from Simone, a very emotional press conference the other night. Just wondering, you're a very close friend of hers. How much does something like what she's going through affect you?
Yeah, I'm so proud of Simone and how she's handled herself, not just this week, but over the last several months, really just the last year. I think Simone and I have kind of been on this journey together, the pandemic journey, given that we kind of stuck together in the early days of the pandemic and made the decision that we were gonna, train in the backyard pool together. And when we were scrambling the first couple days, trying to decide whether we would go home or try to find pool space somewhere when we thought the Olympics were still on, and we kind of made an informal pact that we were kind of going to stick together and try to continue to train together. And we did that for 3 months together, and of course our teammates came back eventually and we were back in our normal environment, but it really bonded us. And it's been tough to see what she's gone through over the last couple months, but she is such a fighter, and I know she had a great swim tonight, and she put herself in a really great position for the 50 tomorrow. So, regardless of the outcome, she's a true champion. She's accomplished so much in this sport. She's accomplished so much out of the sport as well in how she's impacted swimming. And I know that no matter the outcome tomorrow, she's going to continue to do that, both in and out of the water. And I'm so proud to be her teammate.
For Katie Ledecky, just curious about your next steps when you leave here. 4 years ago or 5 years ago, you were able to lower your times from the trials to the Olympics. Do you see that potential? Are you eager to get back to work? And do you think you'll look back at the times you posted this week and just see the potential to post something faster in Tokyo?
Yeah, I'm very eager to get back into training, and I'll start back Monday at Stanford and have about a week there before our training camp starts. So we'll kind of build into this next week, get the yardage back up, and probably start hitting it harder by the end of next week. And then I love training camp. It's so much fun, just getting to train with some different people and being in a different environment. And I didn't realize it until somebody said it to me after that race. It's like, it's really going to be the first time I'm getting out of the Stanford environment for a couple weeks at a time, and I think that's going to just give another extra boost, just a different environment, different teammates. Typically throughout a non-pandemic year, we would go on some training trips and go up to altitude in Colorado Springs, things like that. So I think it's going to be a big boost to just get a change of scenery and hopefully just attack training camp like I know how to do and how it's benefited me in the past. So I know that I need a really big block here, and I think we know kind of the next steps, and I'll talk to Greg early next week to lay it all out. But I think we feel pretty good coming out of this week. Just mission accomplished. Can't really take that for granted. It's not easy to get through the kind of yardage I got through this week. So it was good to just do it and get the job done this week and check the box and move forward and not get too caught up in times or anything. Just keep looking forward.
To both Katie L and Katie G. Katie Ledecky, you were 15 once, and I'm curious, when you saw, looked like everyone in the pool, right? It's just like a big pool party going on. You swam over into that group. What you thought of the joy and the happiness that was surrounding Katie Grimes. And then Katie, for you, could you describe that scene? Because it looked like everyone wanted to just be in the pool forever and just celebrate it. It really looked like a pool party. I'm curious if you both could talk about that joy. Thank you.
Do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go.
You're the one experiencing it.
Well, the first thing I saw was my teammates come over, and I was just like in shock. I had no idea what was going on, and it was fun. It was like a pool party, but it was just, I was overwhelmed with emotion and stuff. Just so thankful to be able to swim in a heat with those kind of girls and make the team. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think she probably felt like she was in practice with all of her teammates in that heat, and I mean, they've had such an incredible week. So I tip my hat to them. They've had a great meet. All 3 of those sandpipers that were in that heat are on the team. So I think they were probably just excited that they get to go travel together. And Katie said it's her first time ever traveling out of the country, which is going to be so fun. And I think we're all just excited to experience Tokyo together. And yeah, I mean, I think we all have great appreciation for the work that all of us in that heat have had to put in to get to that point. I think distance swimmers I think it's a different vibe in the ready room in distance heats. I mean, we're all just like, let's go. It's fun to just see the hard work pay off, and so fun to see this one's hard work pay off.
This, I'd like you both to answer the question, but it's kind of applies differently. Start with Katie G. If this was a normal Olympics, you probably have your family members coming over. The way we understand it now, that's not going to be allowed. I'm just wondering kind of what it's going to be like to maybe just know that they're only watching on TV from far away.
I didn't know that's what was happening, but
You didn't expect to be in this position, so you
yeah,
haven't been paying attention.
I really haven't thought about that at all. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've been separated from them before. It's like not like a new thing, but I'm happy that they're gonna be able to watch it. They're gonna be there in spirit and stuff. Like, I don't know. That's gonna be weird. They're usually at all of my meets, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think I said this the other day. I hope that we can really come together as a family, ourselves as a team, and it's a really young team, so I hope that us older swimmers can show them the ropes a little bit and create that family environment. And I mean, there's FaceTime and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll make sure we stay in touch with our families and keep them connected to what we're doing.
All right, Katie G, after that great moment in the pool with the pool party with all the distance swimmers, seemed like you had a really, really nice moment with your family, at the side of the pool deck there. What did that moment mean to you as everything was starting to sink in?
They just know, like, everything that has gone into that. And they're my parents. They've helped me with everything, so it's pretty emotional because it's a big moment for all of us.
Hey guys. So Katie, obviously you were in a very similar position 9 years ago. You were 15, you won this race and qualified for your first Olympic team. And now tonight, you have another 15-year-old qualifying with you in the same swim when you break the record for most trials wins by a female swimmer. So what does it mean to really come full circle and be in this situation? And for Katie Grimes, what does it mean for you to be doing this with her, someone was in your position and has gone on to accomplish so much?
Yeah, it really is full circle. 9 years ago it was Katie and Kate, Kate Ziegler, and we've got another Katie and Katie. So I don't know what it is about Katie's and freestyle swimming, but yeah, it's awesome. And I mean, I said this in the pool and in the NBC interview after. She had an incredible mile and got third, and I think we were just saying her 800 split in her mile the other day was faster than her prelims 800, so I knew that she had something up her sleeve, really good time in her. And I told her after the mile, I was like, you know, you're the future. That was an incredible time. And when I got over to her, I told her, heck, I mean, you're the now, you're the present. It kind of reminds me of 2012 when I got third in the 400 free. I think Beisel or somebody told me, like, hey, you know, like, you've got a big week ahead of you, you know, bright things, or you've got such a bright future, or something like that. I don't remember the exact words. And then I went on to make the team. So it's kind of like deja vu from the other side to me, and I really can't wait to see what Katie can accomplish, not just this year, but I mean, no pressure, but in your swimming career, I think obviously you've got such a huge swimming career ahead of you, and it's really, really fun to see.
I forgot what the question was, I'm sorry.
What does it mean to do it with Katie?
Oh, yeah.
You've gone on to accomplish so much since she was in your position.
I'm very honored. She's taught me so much already. I used to think it was just cool that we have the same first name, but now we're going to be on the team together. So, I don't know, I'm super excited for training, just trying to get even better before the games and stuff. I don't know, I'm speechless right now. I can't even begin to explain how excited I am. Oh gosh, yeah.
Katie Grimes, Ledecky spoke on that 1500. Can you take us through what this meet has been like for you and your week, and how you kind of had that 1500 and then emotionally and physically moved forward into this 800?
Well, in training leading up to this, my 400 IM was looking like really good. Just everything in practice was lining up perfectly for my 400 IM. And it was my first race of the meet, and I think the nerves got to me or something, and I just blew it. I got 16th. But then the mile, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try to have fun. You know, the 400 IM didn't work out, so let's just have fun. And I ended up doing better than I thought I was gonna do, so I was like, great, let's see what I can do in the 800 now. And I ended up making the team, so I don't know, the meet was just not anything how I expected it to go. My race that I thought I was gonna do really well in didn't turn out that way. I guess I should just not go into a meet with expectations. It's really something I've learned this week, but it all ended up working out how it was supposed to, so I don't know, I'm very pleased.
Thank you.
Katie Grimes over here. So Katie Ledecky was sitting in your situation 9 years ago. She was a 15-year-old that made the team. Were you aware of her history? Did you watch that Olympics? You were probably 6 years old then?
Of course I was aware of it. Who wasn't? But I don't remember watching like the 2012 Olympics, but I definitely went back and watched that. And I was like 15 years old. That's nuts. Like, she's incredible. But now I get to do it with her, and I'm sure it's crazy. Like, I'm sure it's crazy. And who knows, maybe I'll be like her 9 years from now, and there'll be another 15-year-old or something. I don't know. It's just crazy. You know?
I know. You also went 8:20 and I went 8:19, so I mean.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In Omaha 9 years ago. She didn't even know her time really back there when we were waiting. I told her she went 8:20.
For Katie Ledecky, Phoebe was in here earlier reminiscing on when you met each other. I believe she said she was 4 or 5 years old at Stone Ridge. Do you remember that first meeting, and just what is it like to see her make the team tonight after knowing her for so long, and just she kind of shared the same journey that you had?
Yeah, it was actually at Little Flower School. She was in pre-K, and I was in 4th grade. And our school, it's Little Flower. It's a very small school, about 20 to 30 kids in each class. So they had kind of like a buddy system where 4th grade, you're the older buddy to the pre-K class, 5th grade, kindergarten, and so on. And so when I was in 4th grade, it was my first time being the older buddy, and I got assigned to be Phoebe's buddy. And I don't know how random those assignments are. I couldn't tell you. I think it may have been, from my perspective, I don't know if Phoebe had started swimming at that point. She may have. I remember she was in the pool from a very young age, and even just summer league swimming, she was kind of younger than everyone. Most people start age 6, and I think she probably started around 4 or 5. So it may have been because we both swam. It may have just been because she was super energetic. She was the kid that would play on the playground, play football, basketball, soccer, whatever everyone in the class was playing. And I was very much like that as well, so I think they matched us up. Maybe in that way, I have no idea. So, as buddies, you do things with them maybe twice a semester or once a month, something like that. So I do remember just playing with her and eating lunch with her in the cafeteria, things like that. And then, of course, she was on the same club team that I was, and swam at the same facility for some years. So I just always followed her progress, and our families know each other pretty well. And she ended up going to the same high school that I went to, Stone Ridge. We didn't overlap at all in high school, but of course I followed her in high school, and they won the championship meet 2 years ago. They're the defending champions, since there was no Metros this past year, so I guess it was 2 years ago. We've of course gone to the same schools, and she now is at Wisconsin being coached by Yuri, who was my coach going into London and for those years. And she knew Yuri from our club team, and her older brother was coached by Yuri, I think, for a year or two. Yeah, I know Phoebe very well. I've been pulling for her this whole week and knew she could do it. She's such a gamer. She just steps up to whatever level she needs to step up to, and she certainly did that tonight. And I can't wait to be going to Tokyo with her. I know Little Flower School and Stone Ridge, they must be ecstatic right now.
All right, Katie L., something was mentioned almost in passing here in one of the questions, but I want to go back to it. Most wins at trials by a female swimmer ever is what this last one did. Can you put into perspective just what that means to you at this point of your career?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that, or that's not one of those kinds of things that you're ever chasing or anything. But yeah, this was my third trials, and I guess those numbers start to stack up. This isn't an easy meet, and you've seen it at this meet. I mean, man, probably more than any of the other trials I've been at, even World's trials, Olympic trials, all of them. I feel like this meet has been the craziest meet, and so excited for so many of these swimmers on the team, and at the same time heartbroken for others. Like it always is. It just seems like it's more so on both ends of the spectrum. So I'm someone that always strives for consistency, and I think when I first came on the scene, when I was this Katie's age, I think a lot of people said that distance swimmers don't have super long careers, and they don't, they've got a certain window and this and that, and I think I've at least shown that you can have as long of a career as you want. You can sustain that level of success, all of that, and it's not to say it's easy. It does take a lot of work, and I'm thankful for my coaches, the ones when I was younger that taught me how to swim the strokes, kept my shoulders healthy, kept me moving and doing things the right way, both in and out of the water. And I'm thankful for my coaches now who have continued to encourage me and help me take things one step at a time to get to this point.
Great, thank you everyone.
Thanks.